You ever get that feeling that there's way more to you than what you see in the mirror? Like a whole hidden world just churning away beneath the surface? Well, good, because today we're grabbing a map, maybe a flashlight, and we are diving headfirst into that world. And this quote from the man himself, Carl Jung, this is really our jumping off point. It's this powerful, kind of spooky idea, right? That all the parts of ourselves we don't know, the stuff we've shoved into the dark corners of our mind, they don't just, vanish. Nope, they bubble up on the outside. They shape our lives from the shadows and come back to bite us as bad luck or those same old frustrating patterns or what we end up calling fate. So that really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What's hiding in your unconscious? What inner drama is playing out in your life right now, completely behind the scenes? Well, think of this as your first step on a personal quest to find out. Okay, so before any great quest, you need a map, right? And we are in luck. The brilliant Carl Jung basically drew one for us, a map of our own inner world. So let's get our bearings and check out the major landmarks. First up, the ego. This is the part you're probably most familiar with. It's the captain of your ship, the center of everything you're consciously aware of. It's that little voice in your head that goes, I think this, or I want that. But here's the catch. The captain can only see what's above the waterline. The vast, vast majority of the ship, your whole psyche, is deep underwater in the unconscious. Right there on the deck of the ship, we've got the persona. Think of this as your collection of social masks. It's your at-work mask, your out-with-friends mask, your family dinner mask. It's absolutely necessary for getting by in the world, but let's be honest, it's a performance. It's not the real you. It's just the version of you that you've polished up for public consumption. Okay, now we're going below deck, down into the basement of the psyche. And here we find the shadow. This is where you've stored everything you don't like about yourself. Every impulse, every weakness, every desire that didn't fit with who you think you're supposed to be. But here's the twist. It's not all bad down there. There's also a ton of raw energy, creativity, and strength that you were taught to lock away. And if we go deeper still, we find the anima and animus. This was a wild idea from Jung that each of us has an inner archetype of the opposite gender. For men, the anima is this unconscious feminine energy that connects them to emotion, creativity, and relationships. For women, the animus is the unconscious masculine energy, connecting them to logic, assertiveness, and thought. Think of them as bridges to the other half of your psychological potential. And finally, at the very heart of the map is the treasure we're looking for, the self. And no, this is not the ego. The self is the true center of your entire personality. It's the wise, organizing intelligence of your whole psyche, both the conscious parts and the unconscious ones. This is the ultimate goal of the journey. This is wholeness. So, we've got the map. Now the real journey begins. And the first threshold we have to cross, it involves those masks we were just talking about. It's time to start peeling back the persona. Sound familiar? The overachiever who's always got to be the best? The people pleaser who can't say no? The rebel who's defined by what they're against? These are all personas. The real journey, the quest for the self, kicks off when you feel a crack in that mask, when you realize the role you're playing just isn't the whole story anymore. And once you dare to look behind that mask, well, you're ready for the first big boss battle of individuation, coming face to face with your own shadow. This is the part that, frankly, most people spend their entire lives running from. But here's what Jung himself said about it. The shadow isn't some monster of pure evil. It's just unrefined. It's the raw, awkward, maybe even childish parts of us that we were told to hide away. But guess what? Hidden inside all that awkwardness is a ton of power, vitality, and authenticity. And this right here is the critical choice. If you keep that shadow repressed, it doesn't stay quiet. It just leaks out sideways. It comes out as projection, when you see your own worst traits in everyone else. It fuels those random outbursts of anger, or drives you to sabotage your own best efforts. But if you face it, if you integrate it, you reclaim all that wasted energy. It transforms into pure authenticity, incredible vitality, creativity, and a much, much deeper knowledge of who you really are. Jung was really specific about this. He called this whole process the apprentice piece. It's absolutely essential work, it's tough, but it's just the training ground for the even more profound stage that comes next. So, if shadow work is the apprentice piece, what could possibly be next? Well, Jung called this stage the masterpiece. This is the work of confronting and integrating that inner opposite we talked about, the anima or the animus. Now, this isn't about gender roles. Not at all. This is about psychological balance. A man who gets in touch with his anima unlocks this deep well of creativity and soulful connection. A woman who integrates her animus taps into a powerful internal source of logic and clear-headed direction. The goal for everyone is to become a more complete, balanced human being by bringing these inner energies together. So when you start to put all these pieces together, the path becomes pretty clear. This is the journey from being, well, a fragmented person who's being pushed around by hidden forces, to becoming a whole, unique individual who is consciously living out who they're meant to be. So here's the path, laid out. It's not easy, but it's clear. First, you own your shadow. Then you harmonize with your inner opposite. And through that work, the very center of your personality starts to shift. You're no longer just being driven by that conscious, often anxious ego. Instead, you start being guided by the self, that deeper, wiser, truer center of your entire being. Okay, this all sounds pretty cosmic and abstract, I get it. But how do you actually do this stuff? How do you navigate this inner world? Well, thankfully, Jung didn't just hand us a map and wish us good luck. He also gave us a compass and a way to get messages from our destination. The two big ones are dream analysis and active imagination. Think of your dreams as the raw, uncensored language of your unconscious. And active imagination, that's a technique where you basically enter a waking dream state on purpose to talk to the figures in your psyche. Both are powerful ways to build a bridge between your conscious mind and that vast unconscious world. And this quote from Marie-Louise von Franz, who is Jung's closest collaborator, just nails it. Your dreams aren't just random brain static. They are direct messages from your deepest core, from the self, trying to guide you toward wholeness. You just have to learn how to read your mail.
The tools are there. The destination is your own true self. The only question left is, are you brave enough to take that first step? To begin the most important journey you will ever take?